Alright guys, so I'm going to show you different ways to level guns up in this game, or the main strategy that I've been using, and also how to get the other guns, because there's some guns that are locked and they have like a different system than the other Call of Duties. It's actually pretty weird and complicated, but I'm going to try my best to explain it in as simple terms as possible for you guys who don't know. I have gotten one gold gun so far, and I'm working on the other ones. But pretty much is when you're on a gun right here and you're in the gunsmith and all that stuff, and you're leveling up a gun right here in this customized section with the camo stuff, you see that there's 4 different camos you can unlock per gun until you get the gold gun right here. And for some reason, when you're using it on mouse, the gold gun doesn't really pop up like that. So if you use controller, you can actually hover over it like that. But pretty much it's get 50 kills with the Vel for this challenge, 50 kills with ADS, get 15 hipfire kills, then get 10 double kills. And as you level up the gun, you unlock each challenge for each thing. And then once you're on the gold thing, you have to do one more challenge in order for you to get the gold, which was get 3 kills without dying 10 times with this weapon. And once I unlocked these camos, I was able to use these specific camos on any other gun. So those special camos, like this one's called Arid Digital, I'm able to use that on any single gun that I choose now, being that I unlocked it for this gun. So that's kind of how it works in this one, based off of the other systems where each individual gun you had to do like 10 different challenges to be able to get gold and other camos. This one, you unlock a few universal camos that you can use for all of them, and you only have to do 4 or 5 challenges in total. And on top of that, it's a lot more focused on actually killing the person instead of getting like mounted kills or getting kills with no weapon attachments and stuff like that. It's more focused on actually just killing people and just keep leveling up your guns. So that is good. I really like that aspect, but that's how that works. Now, getting platinum is actually a lot harder in this game compared to other games. So if we go to, let's just say, the SMG section was right here, you can see there's base locked here, base locked here, base locked here, and you can't get these weapons unless you upgrade and level up the base gun for this weapon. So let's just say I want the Latchman sub, right? I want to get this gun gold because I want to start working on getting all my other SMGs gold to get platinum. Well, right here it says unlock by leveling up the Latchman 556 to level 12. Now, if you see the Latchman and mirror platform right here, the weapon progression thing, it should say select if you are on controller. Right now it says V if I'm using a mouse, so it's showing the select button right here. I hit that. Now it shows each individual section that I can get the gun into so that I can be able to unlock that gun. So as I level this up, then I can choose to level up the Latchman or the LMS, and then as soon as I unlock the Latchman 556, then I can do the Rap H or the Latchman sub. So it's kind of like a skill tree of where you gotta level up each gun. So you don't gotta get a gun gold first and then move on to the next gun. So right here it says you gotta get the gun level 16, and then you gotta get this gun level 12, the Latchman 556, and then you can unlock the Latchman sub SMG. So it is going to be a lot harder because you first got to go to the assault rifle or battle rifles and then move on to the SMGs, which just makes it a lot harder. So you can't just be like, okay, I'm going to grind all these SMGs, get them platinum, and then work on other things, because as you have to unlock these SMGs, you first got to go to the base weapon of that gun first and then use the progression thing to get into these SMGs. So to get platinum, it is a lot harder, but it still should be around the same thing to get the mastery camo. Because as you're leveling up each individual gun and getting the gold and all that stuff, it's still at the same rate as it was before. It's just getting platinum is going to be a lot harder compared to other games. So that's kind of how that works. The best strategy I have been using, especially for SMGs, probably going to use it on assault rifles as well, being that the hip fire is just amazing in this game, and the sprint to fire and the kill time is a lot faster than just ADSing around a corner and camping. What I've been doing is I've been using all hipfire attachments. So I got the collapse stock right here. Right here I got this hipfire control, hipfire accuracy, hipfire control, and then right here you got more hipfire recoil control. Right here I got hipfire accuracy. So putting a bunch of hipfire accuracies on each weapon, putting the collapse stock, and just running around and gunning everybody off hipfire only has seemed to be very beneficial and working a lot well when I'm killing a lot of people. So I just drop in on drop in on domination or hardpoint. I usually play those 2 game modes instead of anything else, being that it's like fast respawns, you can rotate over and over and get a lot of kills there. And pretty much what I do is I go to the main areas to be able to kill somebody, and then I just, you know, gun them down with my hipfire, because it's so much faster for you to walk up and hipfire somebody strafing left and right instead of going behind a corner, ADSing and waiting. Camping is a lot easier in this game compared to the other games, so you're going to see a lot of people camping more, and that's mainly because it's so much easier for you to hold a corner and sit because the sprint to fire time is so slow. So the hip fire in this game is going to help you breach that barrier and be able to be very aggressive, because you're able to go around and reduce that sprint to fire time compared to just waiting around and ADSing. When you're ADSing and sitting in a corner, you have no sprint to fire time because you don't have to get out of your sprint, get out of your movement, and then ADS and shoot at a person. In the same way, when you're running around and hip firing, you almost have zero sprint to fire time because you don't have to stop your sprint and then ADS. You gotta stop your sprint and hip fire, or if you're strafing left and right, which I do a lot when I'm about to get into gunfights, you don't have any sprint to fire time because you don't have the sprint to hip fire, and you don't have the sprint to hip fire to ADS time. All you have to do is just hold the hip fire button and you get the same exact shooting speed as somebody who's ADS and camping. So that is why I've been getting a lot more kills with hip firing only with SMGs, and I do think that hip firing in this game is way more powerful than hip firing in any other of the Call of Duties that we've recently played, mainly because of this new movement system, new system of being able to kill people. So that is what I've been doing a lot for this gun. If you really want to get platinum fast, I do think that it would probably be better for you to focus on assault rifles. What's it called? Because like you could see that, okay, you got this right here, this right here, this right here, and then these bases are locked. You go to battle rifles, this right here, and then these bases are locked. And then SMGs, there's only like 2 of them you can use, and all the bases are locked. So assault rifles, there's going to be a lot of these that you can like form into different of the weapon progressions. Battle rifle is probably like the fastest way to unlock the platinum, but I feel like assault rifles is probably like the easiest way to actually get all the guns unlocked, and then you can start focusing on SMGs. But personally, I'm still going to focus on SMGs first, just because I am a really aggressive player and a fast player, and I just love the SMGs. So what I'm planning on doing is using the VEL, then I'm going to use the P90 PD SW 528, and then I'm probably just going to focus on like XM9, Lashman sub skill progression, and I am not going to get these guns gold first. I'm just going to level this up to level 16, level this up to level 12, and then immediately do the Lashman sub, because my job is to get all the SMGs gold first, and then I'll work on the other guns. But that's just my strategy, my personal strategy, because I just feel like that's the most enjoyable for me to do first. I want to be able to enjoy the game a lot first, and then as the game, like, you know, starts getting more repetitive, because I'm using guns that I don't like using, like if I'm using shotguns, marksman rifles, and stuff like that, I'd rather that be at the end of my weapon camo grinding. Because if I'm like, oh, this is so boring and stuff like that, I can have in my mindset, well, you're about to unlock all the platinum, all the mastery camos and all that stuff. So that motivation is going to keep pushing me and forcing me to use guns that I do not like. If I'm using guns that I do not like right now, like let's just say I'm using marksmans, LMGs, maybe those guns are like very boring for me to use, and I'm using that right now and not enjoying the game, I feel like that's going to be a lot more demotivating than if I'm using those guns towards the end of my camo grind, because that goal is so far away and it's not close. So that's just my strategy, and if you want to do that same thing too, I do think it's a pretty beneficial or satisfying strategy, because you're having fun first, and then once you're almost at the goal, then you have to torture yourself with the challenges you don't have to do. So that's just my strategy right there. I'm gonna level all SMGs, then I'm gonna do assault rifles, and then probably battle rifles, and just work my way down the line. But you can also let me know in the comment section what you guys think your favorite like what you guys think you should do for your camo grind, where you're going to start with foot first, stuff like that, or if you found a better strategy than what I have right now for you leveling up all your guns and stuff like that. Let me know in the comment section below, because I would like to hear a lot of feedback about what you guys are actually doing, and I hope you guys get the mastery camo as fast as you can. Under any video or live stream I should have my link tree available, so you guys could be able to check out all the other socials that I have right here, and then also my coaching services that I offer. And if you join the Discord below, you can be a part of our amazing community, and where we try to help others get better each and every day. And then there's just other people that you can go connect with and play with other great players if you are having trouble finding players on your own. So this is our Sense Community Discord, the main thing that I am most active on, and all my other socials are listed in this link tree.